Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my vacation album. I'm gonna be documenting day 9 of our family vacation to the Philippines. As always, I went ahead and printed out my journaling. I'm gonna be using my Fiji Craft inline alpha stamp set for this, and I'm gonna stamp out day 9. I'm also going to back up my journaling using that 6x8 photo. It's such a beautiful photo of my kids canoeing just in the middle of nowhere. It was just beautiful. We did join them, but it was really scary to take my phone in the water, even though I bought like a phone cover and all that good stuff. But I did take it a few times, but most of the time I did not, and we used our GoPro. And those pictures are there. I can always look at them on my computer, but for now I'm just documenting the pictures I took with my phone, and this is one of those pictures where my kids were canoeing. I added the word amazing, a wood veneer, slipping it into my pocket and calling this little journaling card done. I'm moving on to my layout. Now, for day 9, we were at the island of Coron in Palawan, and we wanted to do your typical tourist tour. But because we're not very typical, we decided to actually go on our own, find our own boat, our own private boat, and find like a captain and guide and all that good stuff on our own. We didn't want to go through a hotel and all that stuff. I think when you stick to your hotel or these little companies, they always overcharge you. So I guess we are smart travelers, and we decided to go to the market, find our own boat and all that good stuff. So the first thing they do is they take you to the fish market early morning. You get to choose the fish and fruits and vegetables, and they will cook everything for you on the boat and then serve you on one of the beautiful islands, or not islands, beaches, sorry. So that's what we did. Then they took us on our tour, and we started by the kids swimming in the middle of nowhere. We did join, but these kids had definitely much more energy than we did. I added the number 9 and a little chipboard to embellish my 4x6 photo, and I will trim this in half because they're going in 2 3x4s. I will grab the next 3x4 card. I just want to embellish it a little bit. I'm not going all out. There's a lot of layouts in day 9. I'm documenting a lot of pictures too, so I'm just trying to keep this as fast and simple as possible. So I went ahead and added chipboard. I will go through my color cast, design, wood veneers, and add a little wood veneer right above my chipboard. To finish up this spread, I'm going to grab my Kelly Perky stamp set. I forgot the name of the stamp set, but as always, I add all the links for everything I used in my videos down below in the description box. But I'm gonna grab one of my Kelly Perky stamps. They're just like speech bubbles, and they have little words in there. So I decided to stamp out super cool, fussy cut it out, and add it right above my kids canoeing. It was such a beautiful day. I can't even explain it. It started as a beautiful day, but as we go, I'll tell you these little stories that happened to us while we were on our tour. But for now, it was a beautiful day, and the kids were canoeing, and we got to canoe also. So I'm just going to go ahead and add this little stamp, and I will staple it down and call this side of my spread done. Now, I had some of my footage just disappear. I don't know where it went. I started working on the next layout, which was probably one of my favorites in this little spreads, or in day 9. Oh, by the way, I just added a geotag right above where my kids were swimming. And this is the next layout is where I lose the footage. I start by adding my pictures and my cards, and then I'm going to start trimming down one of my 3x4 cards so I can add the picture in the 3x4 card. And then I noticed I just lost all this footage of this layout, which kind of sucks because really, as I said earlier, it was definitely one of my favorites, but I do share the end results. It's going to cut off right now, and then you're going to see the finished layout, which turned out really cute, really pretty. I just love all this orange and black. Sorry about that, you guys. I tried, I looked everywhere. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Moving on, I'm moving on to the next layout where we are still in Kayanga Lake. And this is where the Sweetwater meets saltwater. It was beautiful. And of course, I wanted to document every second of it. I'm going to go ahead and use, I believe this is some of my Kelly Perky stamps. I believe so. I'm going to stamp out where the road ends, the adventure begins. And I will go through my embellishments and add a little puffy sticker above that. I don't know if you can see that, but the water was so clear and blue and beautiful. So of course I tried my best to cut down on my pictures, but this spot was just amazing and I had to use as many as I could. And this layout is like more picture heavy. I am going to stamp out, or I did stamp out wild using some of my Kelly Perky stamps. I'm gonna end up adding a wood veneer that says hashtag true story. And I believe I'm going to just add some color cast design wood veneers to that 3x4 card up above, just because I wanted to add or create my own 3x4 cards. I've been trying to use up my cards and my embellishments as much as possible while working in this album. It's a great way to use up your stash. I'm gonna call this side of my spread done, and then I'm going to grab some more pictures and cards and still document day 9. Like I said earlier, I like to keep things in chronological order when I'm working in my vacation album. I don't know why, even though I really don't work that way all the time, but for my album or my vacation album, that's just how I like it to be. And here's the problem when you do something like that is some layouts you'll end up with only a few pictures and a lot of cards. To me, that's okay, and it's not, because I feel like I'm wasting space in my album. And at the same time, it's a good thing because you're using up your cards. I don't know, I guess it's a win-win kind of thing or a lose-lose kind of thing. I don't know, but my brain just doesn't work otherwise. But anyways, I'm blabbing. I'm moving on right now. I decide I want to stamp Wilderness Girl right above my daughter's head. So I curved my stamp a little bit and I'm going to stamp it right above her. Love how this one turned out. I just think it looks so cool. It looks so much better when you see it in person, but I love it against the blue water and her and all that good stuff. Just think it's beautiful. Anyway, I decide I'm gonna cut around this frame, this 3x4 card. And I did this earlier, but you didn't get to see me do it because my footage was it disappeared. So I'm just sharing with you how I did that. And then I'm going to be sticking my picture on the frame, and then I will add a little embellishment to this 3x4 photo of my kids. I have a 4x6 paper pad that's all acetate, and I got that a long time ago from Studio Calico, and this is one of the little acetates that comes in the paper pad. So I decided to use as many as I can in my album. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little chipboard, and then I'm gonna grab a wood veneer heart and add it to this 3x4 card that says Destiny. I'll call this side of my layout done. I'm gonna grab my pictures and cards for the next layout. Now we got to go have lunch on this beautiful beach, and it had little spots on the beach where you're actually almost above the water. It was just so gorgeous. And as I said, they cook you lunch or dinner on the beach, or not on the beach, on the boat, and then they stop somewhere and you get to eat on the beach, if that makes sense. So these are pictures from that spot, and I'm just going through my cards, trying to figure out which cards I want to use for my layout. And I will be starting by adding something to back up that little circle chipboard that I added on my acetate. And I actually end up adding a little flare button that says "Soak Up the Sun." I'm going to be stamping on this 4x6 photo of my kids while they were in the water. So I'm going to stamp out Outdoor Adventure. This is another Kelly Perky stamp set. And I'll go through my puffy stickers. I have these puffy stickers from forever, and they're all about summer. I believe they're from Studio Calico, and I just went ahead and added some palm trees. I'm going to trim down this 4x6 photo of my kids, and I'm going to be stamping summer right on my picture. By the way, I ended up having to cut down a lot of my 4x6 photos because I usually take pictures horizontally, and using a 9x12 page protector, you don't have a lot of spots to add 4x6s. So I ended up still using my 4x6s, but trimming them down to fit into two 3x4s. I'm going to use the stamp set that came in the Studio Calico Documenter kit, I believe. And I love this stamp set. You have like all these little spots to document important time and days and all that good stuff. So I'm going to stamp out "Let's Do This." I'll stamp out a geotag, and I will also grab a chipboard and add it just as a little embellishment. Now I forgot to fill that out, but hopefully I will end up going back in and doing that later on. I'm done with this side of my spread, so I'm moving on to the next. I'm going to be documenting us having lunch and the little spot where we had lunch on the beach, and also a picture of my son on the boat. I went ahead and have been choosing some of the cards for my spreads because I really wanted this video to be as short as possible. I'm going to use this 4x6 card from Studio Calico. It came in my Documenter kit. And I'm using a lot of Feed Your Craft and Kelly Perky stamps to do this. I'm just curving my stamps to fit over these like hills or waves. I'm looking at them as waves, so I'm going to stamp out travel log, paradise found, epic, really cute phrases that make sense to my spread and make sense to my album. Love how this one turned out. I wish I had another 4x6 card like this. I wish they sent me 2 or 3 of them. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and start stamping all these phrases and words on my waves. I'm not going to be doing a lot on the spread because I did a lot of stamping on my 4x6 photo. And as I said earlier, I want to try to keep this as simple as possible. I'm going to end up adding a little red chipboard that says "Feeling So Happy" to this 4x6 photo of my son. And then I'm going to go through my stamp sets. I'm going to end up using my Feed Your Craft Let's Eat stamp set to stamp out on I believe I stamped out on a circle label on the menu "Yum" for this photo of my kids having lunch. And then I'm going to finish this whole spread up by adding a little black arrow chipboard to that 3x4 card that says "Start Today." Now I'm going to end my spreads or my tour spreads here. I'm still not done with my day 9 spreads, but even though we did some more things while we were on this tour, and we actually went to a lagoon and got to swim in this beautiful lagoon, but halfway while we were in the lagoon, We got some horrible weather and we got hit by a typhoon, you guys. It was so scary. And of course, I was not taking pictures. I was so worried about my kids and my husband and my family that I think I blacked out for a few hours of shock. So it was just a scary experience. But of course, we go back on a tour a few days later. But I'm telling you guys, it was so frightening. And I didn't get any pictures of the moment. Our boat actually got a hole because the anchor hit the boat. And we were just so, I don't know, it was scary. We had to go back and call it done for the day because of that little typhoon. But I jumped from that moment to the end of the day where we went home or to the hotel, showered, got ready, and went out for dinner. And you can see my pictures. It was raining and it was really gloomy. And I wish we knew that we were going to get hit by a typhoon because I wouldn't let my kids get into a lagoon and swim. Anyways, I'm blabbing on. I just added some stamping and some labels, and I will be grabbing one of my chipboards that came, I believe, in my documenter kit. I will add Seeker of Everyday Magic. It's a little tag. Love this tag. And it matched really well with my pictures. Now, by the way, all my cards, I just matched them with my little mango picture in the top right corner of my spread. It had the yellow, it had the red, so I just chose my cards and my embellishments based on that 3x4 photo of my mango juice. I added some twine to my tag. I'll be sticking that down, and then I believe I will be adding Delicious using my Feed Your Craft Let's Eat stamp set to my mango juice picture. I don't know if I add anything else, but oh yeah, actually that 4x6 card that says yes, I'm gonna end up stamping Summer Memories, and I will type something out and add it to that 4x6 card. And then I call my layouts done for day 9. I do believe I went ahead and documented day 10 and 11 off camera, but hopefully I will be back sharing with you day 12 very soon. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.